am your commanding officer. Do you understand this?
Oh my god, this is like the best Sovereign Citizen video I have seen in several months. I have got to do bingo. I have got to get Angrycops in on here with me. Oh wait, he said he can't do Sovereign Citizen bingo with me for a while. I mean, it sucks, man. I don't have Angrycops here to play Sovereign Citizen bingo with me. Who am I going to play it with? I could play it with you guys over at twitch.tv/donutoperator as soon as this video is released. Unfortunately, though, Angrycops cannot join us for Sovereign Citizen bingo, but I promise you he is with us in spirit. Minus someone's windows getting broken, this is one of the best Sovereign Citizen videos where a Sovereign Citizen tries to explain themselves out of a situation they put themselves in. It has classic phrases such as,
The Constitution
that is still
in effect.
That is definitely a game.
Acting under the color of law. Contract with me?
Traveling.
Under the color of law. Black's Law Dictionary.
Black's Law Dictionary.
You have no consent.
oh, and the beautiful part is that it's 16 minutes long. You are going to fill up your bingo board several times because YouTube isn't very nice when it comes to making a video that's specifically for announcing a stream on another platform. We're going to go right into a little Leo recap. Woman breaks into Florida Police HQ, steals officer's dinner, and leaves ID behind. That's pretty jacked up. She stole this poor pirate's dinner, but she couldn't even eat it without getting it all over the place. I see a little bit of barbecue sauce on that paper right there. They need to go ahead and charge her with destroying government property. Oh my god, did she shit in the microwave? Who poops in a microwave? Florida woman, that's who. Boynton Beach police officers at a department substation last week found a broken window and the remains of a hastily eaten chicken and asparagus dinner scattered in the kitchen. She left the asparagus alone. 29-year-old Yvonne Jean-Pierre left behind her wallet, which had 2 identification cards in it. She spent 45 minutes in there eating the chicken and not the asparagus, and then she was charged with burglary. Next story we're going to take a look at is about a prank, and I love pranks. When I was a police officer, we pranked each other all the time. It's a great stress reliever to meme on your friends, whether it be some playful banter or Photoshop in one of your co-workers after they made a funny pose getting out of a swimming pool. One thing, though, I suggest you never do, even as a prank, is send a fake bomb to one of your colleagues at the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department. Lieutenant Joseph Garrett's received a package containing a handwritten note with the word "boom" written on it. The sheriff's office was evacuated and the bomb squad was called in. 59-year-old James Piper resigned later that day after he admitted to mailing the toy bomb to the agency as a joke. He was also arrested Wednesday afternoon and charged with the planning of hoax bomb, a second-degree felony. Just remember, boys and girls, if you're going to be a police officer, or if you're already a police officer, thank you for your service, by the way, make sure that your shenanigans are
cheeky and fun.
And not
Cruel and tragic.
no fake bombs, guys. Last week, an Oklahoma game warden was using a dating app when he came across a very interesting person. The conversation between the game warden and the woman that he came across goes like this. How are you? No complaints. How about you? Oh, I'm just great. Just shot a big old buck. Pretty happy about it. Hell yeah. Get him with the bow? Well, we don't need to talk about that. Haha, spotlight, question mark. The game warden talked to her for a little bit more. She didn't know he was a game warden, of course, and she admitted to hunting with a rifle outside of rifle season and also spotlighting the deer. She even told the game warden where she hunted the deer, so the next day at work he went down, he found the deer, and it turns out that she did a third illegal thing. She only harvested the head and a little bit of the meat off the back of the animal and left the rest to rot. If you didn't guess already, she was arrested and pled guilty to all 3 charges. Yes, everyone, police officers also use dating apps. 4 NYPD officers' guns were taken away after it turned out they were all screwing each other. There's not really much to explain about this story, you just see it all the time. The most interesting thing about this story, though, is where I found it, which was on Protect and Serve, and the top comment is super interesting. Posted by a certified dispatcher on the Protect and Serve subreddit, true story, used to work with a fellow who had been communications supervisor at a dissolved PD. They were such a showed that the FBI revoked their ORI and shuttered the department. Chief was into swinging and wife swapping. An officer wound up at the party with him one night and they had a turn. They didn't get along for other reasons. A couple months after it boiled over and they got into an argument in the squad room, the officer gets right in his face and says, "You've been mad at me ever since I fucked your old lady. According to the story, they drew on each other and had a shootout right there in front of God and everybody. Nobody took any rounds, and the dispatcher in a different part of the building who heard what sounded like a West Hollywood wedding called out shots fired. Can you imagine trying to explain that fuck show to the 3 dozen officers who showed up? This is why I like the Protect and Serve subreddit, is because a lot of times the comments are 100 times better than what's being posted. Here's another comment about the love rectangle. Every time I get worried about the sergeant exam, I see that somebody that fucking stupid could pass it, and I get a little more hope. And this is why you don't dip your pen in company ink. Are crazy. True story. Oh my God, you know what I haven't done in a while? Let's go over Meme Monday on the Protect and Serve subreddit, and then we're going to go play some Sovereign Citizen Bingo at twitch.tv/donutoperator. You know, in case you didn't know that URL by now. From the Lawrenceville Police Department, traffic stop yields approximately 7 grams of suspected marijuana. Good job, Officer Thomas. I've seen bigger busts on Paw Patrol. This is definitely how Reddit is. You got our Protect and Serve over here flicking off the guy doing a wheelie on a motorcycle with every other news subreddit. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Reddit doesn't like police very much. Knowing that next week you have to get tased, pepper sprayed, and walk through tear gas. This is the worst day of my life. The worst day of your life so far. Me doing something illegal while driving. Oops, LOL. Me watching someone else do something illegal while driving. Who gave this fuckhead a license? When dispatch wakes you up with a status check and you don't want to sound like you were just passed out. We're fine. We're all fine here. Thank you. How are you? How you drive back to the station when you're 30 minutes from the end of shift. When you jump over something small during a foot pursuit. Parkour. Management slaps roof. This baby has so many more miles left. When a trooper sees a deputy on a traffic stop on a state highway. When you're a sovereign citizen and YouTube goes down. The sacred texts. That's exactly what we're about to do over at twitch.tv/donutoperator. Not sure if I told you the URL yet. There is so much cool stuff on the Protect and Serve subreddit. That's where I hang out quite a bit. You'll see me on there. My Reddit name, if I've never told you guys, is Bacon Opinion. It's old. Someone already has Donut Operator. I don't know if I've given you guys the link yet, but if you come over to twitch.tv/donutoperator, we're going to be playing some Sovereign Citizen Bingo. I can't wait to see you there. And I feel bad that Angrycops wasn't here. Boy, I sure do miss Angrycops. It's okay though, him and I are going to be collaborating on some really cool stuff this year. I can't wait for you to see it. Everyone, please have a fantastic day.